back in the day, before the details of anatomy and I'll cut to the chase. This used to be something that one used to lose weight, and it was under the conviction that, like, you, just by being moved, it would by shaking you, it would lose, and you would sit here like this and just chill, and this helps you lose weight, supposedly. So it's I think they mistook the idea that they what really happens is that if you have to move to lose weight, but they thought if you were moved, it would have the same effect. So I usually have this, like, for reward. If a student has really excelled in class, he or she gets to get into this just because it's a blast and recite the alphabet as it happens. So that's the story.
How long have you had it?
Oh God, I got it at an estate sale before I moved to Purdue, and I got it. I threw it into the U-Haul with which I moved here because I realized this was it's a kind of a relic and also a remnant of an earlier weight loss era when you could just sit back and relax and the machine did everything for you.
Have you gotten people on it on video?
I have not, because many people don't want to be seen with their face jiggling like like they're on a pogo stick. But it's a reward. It's a reward to go back in time. It's a kind of like a time machine to when weight loss was easier.
What made you pick it up initially?
Well, that's a great question. I was at estate sales are extremely unnerving events because you feel the person's died and all their objects now have a price tag on it. And I went in, I saw this and an old Sears exercise machine, and I picked up them both. And I was thinking, how long had it been since the deceased had last used this? And then I was thinking, well, I think the person whose estate sale it was died when they were like 90. So I thought, oh, maybe it works. Maybe it works. Maybe this is the fountain of youth. Sears made this. I think it's called the trim sizer. Yes, the trim sizer. How could you turn it down? That's the question. How would you turn this down?
What do you use to exercise now?
I use, unfortunately, more contemporary methods of running and the gym. But the trim sizer is in my repertoire, but more of like as a relaxation thing. I would not hold a drink. I would not sip from a drink with it because there's no way to keep the liquid in the glass. I've more approved methods. Sad to say, but I hang on to the old ones as well. Yeah, I haven't tried reading. I haven't tried reading in it. I thought that might be a kind of, it might shake you through a series of poems. For example, you could read concrete poetry and go be on the trim sizer. I have actually. I'm also ashamed to admit that I have another one of these at home because it's a different style, and they're passing like dinosaurs. They have gone the way of fins on cars, and I think that's tragic.
Was a car with a fin on it, was that a dream that has died?
well, like this, it was a piece of fashion. I think this is fashion rather than like science. But I'm for ephemeral things that were once believed to be effective. I believe in kind of investigating them further. Like old film, celluloid, that's now considered ephemeral as well, although I think it's a more effective way to look at film. I'm not saying this is a more effective way to lose weight, but I'm still not at the end of figuring out what this is for. I think actually it might just be to make you feel like you're doing something while standing still. It's like a phone is today for people. It's like it makes you feel like you're traveling and you're doing something. But really you're just holding something in your hand. In fact, this does more than a phone.